Hey, what is up, guys? I am here to give you my WWE Payback review. Now, I'm going to say I did miss some of the pay-per-view because we had a little technical difficulties, and some of the parts that I did see was in Spanish. So let's just get right into the pay-per-view. I should remember to bring my phone with me. So from what I saw on this pay-per-view, it was a decent pay-per-view. There wasn't like it wasn't really like a pay-per-view I go back and watch again, but it wasn't a bad pay-per-view to sit through and watch. So let's just get right into it. So it starts out with the payback kickoff, and the host for that show this time is you have Big Show, R-Truth, and Cody Rhodes. They did a pretty good job talking about the show. Big Show and Cody Rhodes did a good job. They had some good things to say. So yeah, that's pretty good. And then you have, for the kickoff, you have JBL, Michael Cole, and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary. First, you actually get the first match tonight. It's Damian Sandow versus Sheamus. And for some reason, had advertisements doing this. It showed the payback ad 2 times. This match was a pretty good match. It made Sandow look good. So I'm gonna just name things that were good. I liked it when Sheamus threw Sandow into the barricade. I liked it when Damian Sandow he kind of did like a 619 move, like he did a drop kick in between the post. When Sheamus kind of did like a move with his head and threw him over. Damian Sandow did that swinging neck breaker move, and then it ended up with Sheamus getting the win with the bro kick. So it was a pretty good match here. Was just made the show, but that's nothing we could do about it. Then it shows the John Cena Ryback build-up, and then the Chris Jericho CM Punk build-up. Then we get the actual show. We get JBL, Michael Cole, and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary again. We get a payback video package. It was a pretty good video package. It showed like stuff going on back in the old days and stuff now. So then we get the first match of the night. It is Wade Barrett defending the Intercontinental Championship against The Miz and Curtis Axel with Paul Heyman. This actually was a pretty good triple threat match. Some of the match, Axel and Miz and Barrett were fighting, and Axel just kind of sat there and watched. But then he did get involved, and Barrett did that big boot in the corner to him. One part of this match when Axel went for the perfect plus, but Barrett countered. Axel did a drop kick to Miz. The Miz hit a skull crushing finale on Axel, but Barrett pulled him out when he went for the cover. Then Barrett tried to cover him, but Miz pulled him out, and then Miz tried to cover him, but Axel kicked out. And then Miz threw Axel outside the ring, and then he got Barrett in the figure 4 leg lock. And while Barrett was in the figure 4 leg lock, Curtis Axel pinned him for the win. So we have a new Intercontinental Champion in Curtis Axel. I'm completely fine with that. He's been doing pretty impressive lately. That was a pretty good match though between those guys. So that's just the way it is. It shows a Mark Henry video package of him returning tonight. Then Curtis Axel and Paul Heyman are backstage. He comes face to face with Triple H, and then Vince McMahon comes up and congratulates him. And then Vince McMahon wants to do Triple H versus Curtis Axel, but Triple H just says no. I don't understand why he doesn't want the match anymore, and now Vince wants the match. Makes no sense to me. Caitlyn's defending now we have Caitlyn defending the Divas Championship against AJ Lee with Big E Langston. It was an okay match, actually. It was a pretty good Divas match to watch. Caitlyn threw AJ over the Spanish announce table. Then AJ Lee started to dominate the match. She did anything she could to keep Caitlyn grounded. She did 2 neck breakers in a row. And then Caitlyn ends up coming back. She does shoulder block, everything she can. Then AJ gets her into the Black Widow, but Caitlyn gets out of it into a back breaker, and then she gets the belt. Caitlyn uses the belt and AJ uses the belt and hits Caitlyn with it, but Caitlyn kicks out. And then AJ Lee goes to do a flying move off the top rope, but Caitlyn spears her. She doesn't go for the victory though. She wants to make a punish, so then she goes to spear her again, but she misses, and then AJ Lee locks in the Black Widow again, and then Caitlyn taps out, and we get a new Divas champion. I'm fine with that. Probably not going to really improve the Divas division though. Then Caitlyn just leaves crying, and Layla is confident in her, and then backstage Natalia and Alicia Fox are confident in Caitlyn. So I don't know where this is going. It probably is gonna really go nowhere. And then Money in the Bank ad, pretty funny stuff. This guy's falling off ladders, pretty funny stuff. There was a guy that went to do a light bulb and he fell. A woman doing a house, and then yeah. So then Payback panel kickoff thoughts. They're giving us the thoughts for the matches that just went on. The Wyatt family video package, it actually showed that. And then we get Dean Ambrose defending the United States Championship against Kane. Pretty good stuff here. On the outside, I miss like the ending of the match though. On the outside, Kane was kind of just getting ready to take the announcer's board off. And my friend Steve actually texted me saying that Dean Ambrose won the match by countout and retained the championship. I could see them probably doing this match tonight. Dean Ambrose just retains the championship tonight. So then I missed the most of this match. It was Dolph Ziggler defending the world with Biggie Langston and AJ Lee defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Alberto Del Rio. I missed like all the match. All I really saw was Del Rio kick Ziggler in the head, give him a backbreaker, give him the backstabber. Ziggler give him the zigzag, and then I know that Del Rio won when he kicked Ziggler in the head and pinned him for the win and became the new World Heavyweight Champion. I don't know if it was supposed to go down like that because he was showing the effects of his concussion. So maybe they weren't really planning on taking the title off Ziggler here. But it kind of sucks too because he has a concussion. He had a concussion and they finally gave him the championship and he got a concussion. And now he's probably not going to get the championship again because they're going to be like, you know what? We tried to give you we gave you the championship, but you got injured, so we're not going to ever give you it again. But it really wasn't his fault. It was Jack Swagger's fault. So I don't know really what's going to... I think Ziggler's going to be taken off TV for a little bit. I don't really know what's going to go on with Del Rio now. He did make a speech later on the night, and everyone just booed him talking about how he's the world champion. So I don't really know what's going to happen with Del Rio, but Ziggler's probably going to be taken off TV for a little bit. Then we get a Don't Try This at Home ad. They give us more panel thoughts. And then we get Chris Jericho versus CM Punk with Paul Heyman. CM Punk now has little facial hair going on right here, and he actually has hair now. He has it the way he had it when he joined the Nexus. That's how he had his hair. This match was good, but it wasn't as good as the other matches that they've had in the past. Chris Jericho hits a cold breaker on Punk. He kicks out. There was one part where Jericho hit the walls of Jericho on him, but CM Punk got out of it and he had the Intercontinental Vice in him while he was standing up, and then he did it while he was laying down. There was one part in this match where CM Punk went for the go to sleep when Heyman was up on the apron, distracted Punk, and he almost cost him the match, which was pretty cool. And then CM Punk did a suicide dive on Jericho on the outside. He tried to attack him on the inside, but Jericho countered to a cold breaker and he kicked out. And then CM Punk did a go to sleep, and then he bounced off the turnbuckle. Jericho bounced off the turnbuckle, and then he hit it again and pinned him. And CM Punk won the match by the go to sleep. And then he kind of celebrated after. I liked this match. It was just that the matches in the past were better, but this match was good too. It was just they've had better matches. Then we get Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns defending the WWE Tag Team Championships against Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan. For some odd reason, I didn't really pay attention to this match. I was interested in it, but I don't know. I was just kind of in my joke around mode. I get that sometimes. We just kind of played around with the chair, and with my friend Adam he's still on it. He just doesn't make videos no more, from CM Brothers. And we just did Randy Orton comebacks, John Cena comebacks, Sheamus comebacks. We just did stuff like that. So I don't really know anything that really went on in this match, except for the fact that the Orton comeback, that's what started the whole thing. Him getting dominated, Daniel Bryan comeback. There was a part where Daniel Bryan did a suicide dive by accident to Randy Orton, and then they had a little bit go into it. Orton went for the RKO on Reigns. Reigns went for the spear on Orton, but he got Bryan, and then Orton hit the RKO. Then Seth Rollins did the knees to the back of the head to Daniel Bryan to get the victory. Orton versus Bryan at some time in the future. I don't see him. People are saying they're going to do Cena versus Daniel Bryan at Money in the Bank. I don't see it happening just yet, but I can see Daniel Bryan getting a WWE Championship match in the future. And then the main event, you got John Cena defending the WWE Championship against Ryback in the 3 stages of Hell match. First stage was the Lumberjack match. The Lumberjack match was probably the worst stage, but it wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. It was just kind of one of those typical Lumberjack matches. I did like some of the stuff they did with it when Ryback went out on the heel side, but heels didn't attack him. But Ryback just attacked him, so the heels all attacked him. And Cena did like a high crossbody over the top rope onto the Lumberjacks. Then he got Ryback back and then locked in the STFU on him, but Ryback overpowered it and hit the shell shock on him, and he got the first fall for the win. And then we got the Tables match. Tables match was pretty good. I thought it was just going to be like 2 seconds when Ryback went for the shell shock and Cena just went to do the FU and Ryback just moved it out of the way, so I thought that was cool. Ryback threw Cena into the steps. He hit Cena with the steps, and then he went to hit Cena with the steps again, but Ryback broke the table. And then that was leaning into the corner. So then Cena had to go get another table, but Ryback kind of gave Cena like a little bit of a world's strongest slam kind of move, and then he went to hit him in the steps, but that broke the table as well. And then Cena won the match when he hit the FU on Ryback through the table. And then Ryback just powerbombed Cena through another table. He didn't sell really the table. It kind of pissed me off a little bit. And then they had the ambulance match. Ambulance match I actually think the tables match was the best one, but the ambulance match wasn't as bad. They just kind of fought around the ambulance. Cena took Cena threw Ryback into the door. He gave him an Irish whip, and then he hit him with the door. Cena went to hit him with like the headlights. He took that off, but Ryback missed. He missed, and Ryback hit him with it. And then Cena opened this door, and it had like a bunch of crutches in it, and he used one of the crutches on Ryback, and then he took the siren off, and he hit Ryback with that. Hit the FU on him through the ambulance, and Ryback won, and Cena won the match. So it was an okay pay-per-view. Sorry that my review isn't too long, but I missed half of the pay-per-view, so I can't really make my review too long. I am looking for. I hear that RVD is coming back. Rob Van Dam is coming back at Money in the Bank. Because I saw it trending, and Steve said he's coming back at Money in the Bank. So that is great, actually. I'm a Rob Van Dam fan. I think it's gonna be better in WWE than he was in TNA because there was just something about him that wasn't really working for me when he was in TNA. But when he's in WWE, he has guys that he can work with him, like the Daniel Bryans, the CM Punks, stuff like that. So I'm glad he's coming back. And I think I'm gonna be out of school, so you're gonna my videos, my Raw reviews and stuff are gonna be better because I usually have to do them, right the day after. So school just puts so much stuff in my brain that I kind of forget about it. It's not gonna be the case anymore. I might have a job. I'm not exactly sure because I think I just kind of screwed it up by talking about the pay-per-views, but that's pretty much it for Payback, guys. I don't really see this I see them changing the pay-per-view next year because they always change the pay-per-view in June. The Bash. No, it's the Bash. Actually, 1 year Night of Champions was in June. Then it was the Bash in 2009. Then it was 2010 Fatal 4-Way, 2011 Capital Punishment, and 2012 was No Way Out. This was his Payback. So yeah, Money in the Bank is going to be a great pay-per-view. That's always great. So I will be back tomorrow for my Raw review. And I'm going to be starting to, once I get the papers again, I'm going to start doing those WWE Championship matches. That's pretty much it, guys. See you later.